Alright, so we got our first sheet installed, and you just kind of stick it up there. Try not to get any air pockets in there. If you do get air pockets in there, don't sweat it. It's not a big deal. Just take your little razor blade, poke it at the center of the air pocket, and then take your little roller and just roll it out. But start with the roller. Anywhere you got a hole, like you can kind of see the indentation right here. This is where the brake rod comes through and pushes into the power booster, comes off the brake pedal. So just get that all pressed in place around that. The last thing I always do is come in and cut out all my holes and stuff for, you know, like brake rod to pass through, or down here is where the steering column is going to pass through. I do that last. So just come in here. Anywhere you kind of got a lip, just kind of ram it up. And that's really all there is to it. And you just kind of work it down as flat as possible. And that's about it. There's really not too much of a trick to it. So we'll just keep going, and I'll show you my progress along the way. Okay, one thing to keep in mind, use every surface on this roller. You don't just need to use the actual roller tip. You can use this end of the roller, that's what I've been using, to get in here and to really smash this this portion down to make it match up with the body lines. Again, no air bubbles, or very few. The closer in contact you have to your surface, the better this stuff is going to work. So use every little inch of this. Like down here we got a little lip here. Use the side of the roller like that and just rub it down, press it in. Down here where we kind of have a corner. So right here, like I said, there's a ledge right here. Just shove that in there and really get that to bond up. So use the whole tool. Don't just use the roller end. You can use every portion of this tool, and it really helps you out. Okay, well here's where I'm at so far, putting in this Fatmat sound deadening material. I've got the entire firewall done, all the way up, most of the cowl. I got it just below where the dash is going to come in. But I've got the entire, like I said, the entire firewall. I got to come in, cut out my areas, you know, for the fuse box to come through, steering column, stuff like that. And you'll see it's got a couple of areas right here that I still need to do. And I'll come out, I'll zoom out a little bit. I've got most of the driver's side floor finished up. There's some areas like this. This stuff is it's flexible to a point, but it's not super flexible. Sometimes you are just going to have to cut it and fold it to get it to fall into place. But I leave areas like this. I like to cut, I mentioned this before, I like to cut these panels initially in straight lines and get as much coverage as I can with a single sheet. So for example, right in this area, I'm just going to cut a single sheet to go from here up to this edge right here. And everything in the middle, I always wait, you know, when I have little areas like this that need to be filled, or a little area like this that needs to be filled, I wait till the end, because I'm just cutting a small little square, and I just wait till the end to cut the little pieces and put those into place. So this is what I've gotten so far. I want to give you another tip. A heat gun works awesome when putting this stuff in. A hair dryer works, but a heat gun is better. And when you heat it up, it does become a little more flexible. You got to remember this is an aluminum coating. It's just like aluminum foil, so it does stretch a little, and it does stretch a little more when you heat it up. But the heat really helps it to stick. If it's below 60 degrees when you're installing this stuff, it is not going to stick very well. And anything colder than that, anything colder than about 40 to 50 degrees, it probably won't stick at all. And you will need to apply heat to get it to stick. So heating it up does promote the adhesion, so just to let you know. But again, hair dryer works, heat gun works better. The more heat, the better. You don't want to totally melt it. You can get it too hot and you can ooze the, I think this is the butyl. You can ooze the stuff out. Don't worry about it too much, but it doesn't need to be super hot. Because if you do and you touch it, you'll burn your hand because this is aluminum. So anyway, I'll keep going on this and shoot some more video.